So yes, I'm part of our teachers union. During the last bargain, the Evergreen bargain, I spoke with dozens of teachers in this district. Teachers felt that their concerns weren't being heard by the board, since many of our educators put their heart and soul into ensuring that our students are provided a quality education. I feel that teachers took the fact that they weren't being heard a little personally. I believe in communicating with all bargaining units so we can avoid these situations in the future.
Thank you. Well, I was actually, as you know, a school board director during this time, and we kind of saw this coming. We knew that there was some tension in the state of Washington because of the non-decision of McCleary that had been going on since pretty much the time I started on the school board, which was 2012. And we knew that teacher associations wanted to put some pressure on the state, and I have the utmost respect for teachers and unions and the rights to protect workers. I do think that in our bargaining, you know, I don't think that the public knew exactly when we started, because it felt like everything came to a head in August of last year. And I think that during that time, if we could have had more transparency, we decided to bargain in good faith and do it without the public. And then when it got to that point, we didn't really know, like, sides of the stories were coming out, and I don't think the public knew which side was right. And I also don't think members of the association really knew what was going on at that point. So I think that it is important that from now on it is transparent and we do it in public.
Thank you. Ginny?
So as a parent in the district, I got to sit on the sidelines and see what was publicly being spread about the negotiations. When I think about the negotiations from last year, I think about how we are in our schools teaching our children not to be bullies. And yet we have adults that appeared to be bullying other school board members and district administrators. And those very people that are out there supposed to be, sorry, that's distracting. That are out there representing the very teachers that are in the schools teaching these children these things. It was a very disappointing as a parent to watch what was unraveling. As far as going forward, I think the school district needs to have complete and total transparency on all questions, answers, anything that's coming to the table so that everybody can make their own decisions.
Thank you. Janelle?
So I think the past negotiations could have gone a little differently with more communication on both sides and transparency. I think the public knowing what's going on is important because that'll disable any suggestive propaganda going out. If you only know what you're being told, you often don't know the whole story or both sides.